So let's do a quick update on the Powerwall project. Made some progress today because the cable tidies finally came in, and I was waiting on those before I really started wiring up much stuff. So today we wired in the main fuse, wired in our smart shunt, which is basically our battery monitor, and I just got done wiring up the inverter. The charge controllers, I'm waiting on my 6-gauge ferrules. I don't really feel comfortable, or I should say I don't want to use bare wire. So I've already got the ferrules and the wire, but waiting on the tool to crimp those. So this is actually the first test of both the smart shunt to make sure it's working and the inverter. And I just grabbed one of my lights to test this out. So the inverter is really just an extra for this system, because these, which are not hooked up yet, each one of these will feed to one of these, the EcoFlow power stations. You see how I have solar coming into it, and that's what I've been doing for the last month or so. I'm going to be hooking all of the solar to these. These will charge the big mother battery down there, which will then power these, which will then go to the power stations. What that solves for is running out of battery capacity from solar. What happens, especially like my computer setup, when I'm not working from home, it fully charges the battery and then I can't use any more solar, so it wastes it. And those solar panels are connected directly to that unit, so I can't share those solar panels with, say, this unit, which runs the server rack, which runs all day long, so it can constantly use the solar power. Also, when there's no sun, solar power goes away. Now I can charge this battery all day, and then it can feed power to these units all day and all night. The inverter is there basically just as an extra, as an emergency type thing. If we're in a no power situation, I can just run one of my extension cords to this, and we can run anything in the house that we need to off of it. So, the BMS is on, battery management system. The main breaker is on, so we got power right now. I don't have my scopes or anything hooked up to show it, but it's live. Come on, there we go. And all we need to do now is actually just kick on the inverter, which is right there, and see if we can make battery power turn into electricity. And there you go. So that inverter worked great. Now Victron makes like basically best of the best stuff. This thing is pretty cool. Absolutely no noise, as you can hear. It's silent. But we're not using a lot of power either. So our smart shunt says that light is using 42 watts of power and about 0.8 amps. I don't have this fully calibrated yet for capacity, but it would run this for 10 days based on a full charge on that battery. So cool stuff. So I'm waiting on those ferrules. Got to do some more wiring. Got to put the cable covers on, wire up the charge controllers, wire up the ground. I'm actually going to run ground outside into a grounding rod. And then I got to do a whole bunch of work with solar panels, including putting new panels up on the roof, which is why there's two of these. One of these is going to run the solar panels from the roof, and one of them is going to run the solar panels from the yard. So stay tuned.